Imagine walking into a TJ Maxx looking for colognes because they sell fragrances and clothing cheaper. There's also a store called TK Maxx in the United Kingdom. But here I went to my local TJ Maxx to see what all the hype is about because I see a lot of people going in there to buy colognes. When the first thing I saw there, it reminded me of a high school reunion because of the fragrance selection. Like Burberry here, Touch, came out in 1996. And they had a lot of stuff like Tommy Hilfiger and Curve and handful of other fragrances. Oh, I'm going to show you the prices that they charge for these fragrances, and I'm going to see if I can find any hidden gems. The first fragrance I found right away that I knew was a hidden gem is right here in this bag, and it's called Mont Blanc Starwalker Extreme, and I want to unbox it in front of you and give you my very first impression. And it came out in 2021, and I already looked it up on eBay. People sell it for $50, so I found it for $24.99, and with tax it was $27.53. Here it is. I cut the plastic off. I'm opening it up. We got a good close-up, and this is what the bottle looks like. Now, if you didn't know, Mont Blanc came out with Starwalker in 2005 by a fragrance guy named Michel Almerec. This Michel guy used to work for Gucci fragrances, and that fragrance called Starwalker, I'm going to talk about it in a minute because right now I really want to smell this extreme. Clean hand, of course, and we go. That was 4 sprays. I'm getting a real nice projection from it. I smell tonka bean. I don't know any of the notes in this thing. It's not bad. It's very unique. So I can tell it's well-built fragrance. Came out in 2021. It's an eau de toilette concentration. Made in France. That's a good thing. So it's 75 milliliters, $25 on eBay. You can see here, they're like 50, 60, Mercari's 80. If you were to buy this, you won't lose because you can make money and flip it. But, you know, you'll only make $10 after all the shipping. So this one, I read lots of reports, and I have a little report sheet here of what this smells like. It smells, people say it smells like Latafa Fakar. Maybe it does a little bit. It has a little patchouli in there. Fakar smells like Yves Saint Laurent YEDP. So then if they said it smells like that, they could say it smells like YEDP. Also, Latafa came out with the final edition fragrance. It's called Final Edition. So we're going to test that out later on here. Another fragrance, they said it smells like Missoni Wave. And it kind of does go in that direction. These are not dupes, but these are fragrances you would enjoy if you like this or did not know what this smells like, and you found this at your TJ Maxx, because people are lost. Even while I was in there, there's our store called Ross right next door, and I walked in there to look around. They didn't have much. I'm going to show you what they had. A guy walks up to me and goes, "I'm lost. Can you look like you know what you're doing? Can you tell me what to buy? I'm trying to go on date night." I said, "What do you own?" He said, "Versace Eros." I said, "That's all you really need." Back to this fragrance. Other people said it smelled like Diesel, only the Brave. Now that's the one with the fist. And I could see slight similarities to that, but not really. But I can see how it has that little sweetness in there. In 2021 fragrance. And then the one that's most remarkable is that they said it smells like Prada L'Homme Intense. Did anyone have that still? I could see it might have some certain notes of that as well. So they're all correct on that. When can you wear this? This is an all-season fragrance. It's very unique. I feel like spraying myself with it. I really quite enjoy it. It's making me feel good. It's making me talk more calmly than I usually do. Usually I'm yelling on these videos, right? So that's good. Now they do make a regular Mont Blanc Starwalker, which is like a Versace Oh Man Fresh from the early 2000s as well. And people like that. They call it a hidden gem because it's like $15 to $25, same price as this. And they compare it to Nautica Voyage. They compare regular Starwalker. It's like a clear bottle. I sold mine a long time ago. I didn't like it. They also compare it to the Bulgari, the old school Bulgari per Homme, the old school. They compare the regular Starwalker to Dior Homme Cologne, but that's a little bit more citrusy, but I could see how they could do it. Either way, Dior Homme Cologne is delicious, citrus, summer fragrance. Starwalker is fine. It's like a cheap blind buy fragrance, and so is this. So if you're in your local TJ Maxx, I would recommend you get this. Now here are some fragrances I found that I can remember. $20, that's not a bad price. Well, the sizes that they offer at these TJ Maxxes are very deceitful. Sometimes they put gift sets together, and the gift sets have small bottles. Oftentimes they have big brand names and small bottles for a low price, so that you look like Versace for $19.95 or $29.95, but it's a 30 milliliter bottle. I want you to tell me what, so badly, I want to know, what have you found in the past, even 36 months, which is 3 years, at your local TJ Maxx, Ross, Burlington, or anything. That comment that down below. I want to see what you found, and tell me what city you were in when you found it, because you know I love to know what city you're from. LA, Oklahoma, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Love all you guys, and the UK. You guys tell me down there too from TK Maxx. So while I was online looking for this, I talked about this fragrance just the other day in the last video. It's called Champagne Blue. It's by Bahara, and I thought it smelled like a Bleu de Chanel, but actually it's really, really starting to smell like Leighton a little bit. Still, I have to find the notes, but this is a cool little hidden gem. And then I found this hidden gem for women. It's called Magnificent by RMF, but I haven't even sprayed it. I'll do that in front of you just to get a whiff of it. And then, oh, that smells really good. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells good. And this is the box I found on a hidden gem. It actually has a gem on the bottle. It's called Magnificent Blue. So when I was searching for hidden gems, you type in hidden gems on the internet or just looking on fragrances, and it suggests you other fragrances that people like. That's how I got this list. You know, Bulgari and Coach for Men will be in the same ballpark and stuff like that. And it suggested me cool, it suggested me Sauvage, very cool spray, and that's very rare and discontinued. But I found this, they said it smells like it, and it's called RMF Magnificent Blue, and it was like $28, and it's worth every penny of it. If you like that zingy citrus that smells like Sauvage, very cool spray. It's very unique and different. A little bit synthetic, but you can get past it because it dries down beautifully. I tried it the other day, so this is what it looks like. All in all, if you were to find the fragrances I found here at TJ Maxx, this is the list of Ross. Mont Blanc Explorer Blue, great fragrance. Price tag is $46.99, is it? Not bad price. This is a great fragrance. Stuff like this, 30 milliliters, is terrible price, $22. It's a very good fragrance. It smells like Jean Paul Gaultier. Price tag $8.99. It's okay to buy that one. This is the list of the fragrances I found and their prices, and the ones at Ross. This is the list of the fragrances I found from those two stores that I can find online, bigger, better, and cheaper. And this is the savings and differences. The only cool thing that is about TJ Maxx is you find rare hidden gems.